Mitch Ewald will kick it off, and back for the Penn State Nittany Lions, redshirt freshman Eugene Lewis and true freshman Vaughn Walker back for the Penn State Nittany Lions. They won the toss, and they will receive here on this Saturday. Great to have you along. Matt Devlin, Coach Glenn Mason, and John Jansen. And the Big Ten Conference season underway for the Nittany Lions and the Hoosiers as Lewis takes it, and Lewis past the 20-yard line, 40 or more yards already, 5 to Allen Robinson. On a handoff, Zach Zwinak right through the middle, and Zwinak grinds out some big yards there on the first play of the game. First down now. From their own 34, here's Hackenberg. Hackenberg, they're going to hand it right back to Zwinak. Zwinak, no place to go as David Cooper comes in, the junior. Second down and 9, and they're going to pitch it on an end around to Allen Robinson. Robinson up to the 45-yard line. 3 wide receivers, top of your screen. Here's play action. They come to Allen Robinson and overthrows him as Tim Bennett was there. They really put a spotlight on the play of Bobby Richardson.
The guy that's really coming on at that defensive tackle position. They need him today.
Hackenberg quickly now to the near side, and the catch is made by Bill Belton. And Cooper is there in space to make the play. Richie Anderson up top along with Eugene Lewis. Hackenberg has Belton blocking, fires to Robinson, and Robinson catches the first down ball.
He knows there's got to be man coverage there, and he went to the corner of the short side of the field.
Back to work once again, and the pass right over the middle to the tight end, Kyle Carter, the Hoosiers. And back to work, the tempo so important for Bill O'Brien and this Penn State offense. And a handoff, Zwinak grinding it out, moving his feet, and swarmed and stopped. Mark Murphy is there.
He runs like a fullback, and that's not a negative term. I mean, he's a bruising runner.
On a handoff, Zwinak. And it appeared as though there was some miscommunication there. Second and long. Hackenberg. He's going to fire high over the intended receiver of true freshman Richie Anderson. Third down and 12 for the Nittany Lions. Opening series. Quickly now underneath to Lewis. Lewis past the 30. 78% on fourth down. It's 4th and 5 for the Nittany Lions. Out of the shotgun. Here's Hackenberg under pressure, fires. And the true freshman T.J. Simmons. Sudfeld comes up and with the call. Out of the shotgun in the backfield, Tevin Coleman, the sophomore. And on a handoff, Coleman stretched out and stopped in a big-time play coming in. Here's Sudfeld. Sudfeld fires the length of the field up top. And the pass intended for Hughes, and it's overthrown. They are #1 in total offense in the Big Ten, 547 yards. Quickly, third down under pressure. Anthony Zettel comes in and gets the sack. Vaughn Walker is back. Eric Toth kicks it. And they're going to run away from it. Jesse Della Valle was back there as well. And that's one of the reasons why Bill O'Brien wanted to pressure. Here's Hackenberg on first down for the Nittany Lions. With time, fires down the middle. Once again, hooking up with his tight end, Kyle Carter. Bill Belton is the running back. Belton looking for some room. Cuts it back inside. And a pickup of 4 yards as Flo Harden comes in.
The defense is playing honest. He's getting, we talked about coverages. He's seeing less coverages on first down than third down.
Lewis and a connection there inside the 30 of the Hoosiers, and Tim Bennett is able to make the stop. Hackenberg on a handoff. Belton with room, puts a shoulder down, And he rides Greg Hebon and Mark Murphy inside the 20.
It's hard for that defense to adjust to two different runners like that.
They rotate through three running backs: Zach Swinek, Bill Belton, and Akil Lynch. 1st and 10. Hackenberg fires topside and overthrows his intended receiver, Richie Anderson. 2nd down now, 2nd and 10. Hackenberg on a handoff once again. Belton spinning, reaching over the 15-yard line.
I asked Bill O'Brien about that the other day. He said he learned the importance of red zone ball with the New England Patriots.
Yeah, they're pretty good in it. 3rd down, Hackenberg. Hackenberg flushed out of the pocket, on the run, fires, and his pass is incomplete. 3 for 3 is Sam Ficken from 30 and 39 yards. And it's a bad snap, and Ficken is able to fall on it. And what a huge opportunity for the Indiana Hoosiers. I mean, they held open tryouts. They were looking for a long snapper, and that's on punts. They put the veteran in there, the tackle. That's because Mike Hall is one of the guys, along with Glenn Carson, actually. Glenn Carson, one of the long snappers. And this pass is caught by Cody Latimer. Latimer is so dangerous. Of 11 and quickly going back to work. As you see the Auto Owners Insurance defense.
They talk about they run a play every 20 seconds. They're faster than that right now.
They're not far from the racetrack up in Indianapolis, and that's this offense as Coleman is stopped, and they're right back into it as Lucas comes in.
Yeah, and Coleman ran right over Mike Hall. One of the things they talk about, their backs have to break tackles. Well, he broke that one.
Impressive here in their 2nd series. Sudfeld throws underneath, and it is covered. And the catch is made by Coleman. C.J. Olaniyan. Sudfeld to the air, to the end zone, just over the reach of Hughes. Stephen Houston is the running back. Sudfeld looking once again. Play clock at 7, now down to 6, at 5. Sudfeld at 3. Sudfeld, top of the screen, connects with Nick Stoner. 4th down, going for it here. Taking a page out of Penn State's theme as Houston off tackle, unable to get it. Hackenberg under center. Pat Zerbe is the fullback. Zach Swinek, the running back. The 10th run of the game for Penn State. As Swinek tries to pick up a couple more yards.
Bust, that's what you got to do. Minimize it and start over.
Hackenberg gives it once again. Swinek. And Swinek is able to pick up a couple. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. Belton is the running back out of the shotgun. 3rd down and 5 for the Nittany Lions in this scoreless 1st quarter. Hackenberg under pressure. Hackenberg escapes, fires, and it's knocked away. His arm was hit.
Or misreads what the defense is going to be, and then he sits there and holds the ball.
Great pressure by Zach Shaw. And forced to punt. And no fair catch. How about this? The average time between plays last drive, 16.8 seconds. These are two teams that play with a tremendous amount of tempo offensively. Underneath Hughes. Hughes trying to cut to the top side. And Hughes is tackled at the 45-yard line.
Low risk, but
going back to work, and what a grab by Cody Latimer.
He was wide open. It looked like a back shoulder throw on a fade, but they completed it.
Play action. Sudfeld with time in the air to the end zone, and he overthrows Hughes. And there is a flag down on the play.
Defense offside.
Offside. Defense number 98. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Sudfeld under pressure, throws it underneath. He's got a receiver there, and Coleman out of the backfield is able to bring it inside the 5, and Glenn Carson catches up to him. Impressive, the tempo of this offense for Kevin Wilson and his Hoosiers. Sudfeld fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Isaiah Roundtree with the reception, and the Hoosiers are on the board first. Kevin Wilson, you know, one of the things that he mentioned to us, look, he said, I don't want a 27-24 game. We need to score.
I know one guy is.
And this one is taken by Lewis. He'll bring it out of the end zone. Lewis at the 20-25, puts his shoulder down, spun around, as Nick Stoner is there along with Mitch Ewald to make the stop. 2:59 to go here in the first quarter. Play action, Hackenberg. Hackenberg looks downfield. Hackenberg's pass is overthrown. Remember, this is a Indiana defense that is 12th in the Big Ten against the run. Belton twisting his way up to the 35-yard line. Shotgun. Hackenberg fires it to Robinson, and a big hit coming over is Antonio Allen.
Penn State got the first down, but that corner jumped that out route. That makes me nervous as an offensive coach.
Allen, the safety, coming over, getting the stop. Here's Belton. And Belton sidesteps a would-be tackler, gets up to midfield before Tim Bennett is able to drag him down. Hackenberg under center. It's second down now for the Nittany Lions. Belton spinning under pressure, and Bobby Richardson able to stand him up as the Hoosier defense swarms him and brings him down. Third down and long. Hackenberg. Penn State 2 for 5 on third downs here in the first quarter, and he overthrows Eugene Lewis. And Shane Wynn is back for the Hoosiers, standing at the 15. Alex Butterworth from Indianapolis, Indiana, the putter for the Penn State Nittany Lions, off the side of his foot. However, it takes a Penn State bounce inside the 10-yard line, and it is downed at the 70-yard line over Tre Roberson, the sophomore from Indianapolis. Sudfeld from Modesto went to Modesto Christian High School. Hand off Tevin Coleman. Coleman trying to pound out a couple of yards. He's met by the Penn State Nittany Lion defense. Start of the second quarter here in Bloomington, Indiana. Bill O'Brien's team on the road to start Big Ten play, down 7-0. Nate Sudfeld out of the shotgun. Tevin Coleman is his running back. Inside the 10. Here's Sudfeld with time, fires to Latimer. And Cody Latimer with another reception as Glenn Carson and Adrian Amos are there. 4 receptions for 70 yards already. And once again, going quickly to the play action. Sudfeld on the run. Sudfeld races out of bounds, and he is able to get close to the original line of scrimmage as he was being chased that time. Sudfeld looks around. You mentioned it, Kevin Wilson telling us that he thinks that they need to be quicker, not slower, to help out the defense. Coleman sidesteps Stephen Obing-Ajupon, and then Adrian Amos comes in.
And see if someone can tackle him.
And once again, play action. Sudfeld fires to the near side, and he was under pressure. Deion Barnes, the defensive end, right there in his face. Jesse Della Valle and Vaughn Walker are back for the Penn State Nittany Lions. And the punter, Eric Toth, is able to get it off. And Della Valle up to the 46-yard line. And freshman running back from Toronto, Ontario, on the handoff. Akeel Lynch up to the 49-yard line before he is tackled. And
at some point, you have to be able to catch your breath. With Indiana, those short strikes, they're able to do that.
Hackenberg fires it to the near side, and Richie Anderson is wrapped up and brought down by Greg Heben. All right here it is 7-0. Hackenberg on play action fires down to the 25-yard line. There is no receiver there.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 14. Lost it down at the spot of the foul. Brings up second down.
Hackenberg fires to Robinson. Robinson trying to make a play. Cuts it back to the near side. Robinson with some room getting to the near sideline. It's a big third down here for the Nittany Lions, trailing 7-0. And the Hoosiers defense. And flags are down.
Full start. Offense number 87. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
Third penalty on Penn State for 22 yards. Hackenberg looks around. Hackenberg with the big arm overthrows Eugene Lewis. Wynn backing up to the 11-yard line. Alex Butterworth. And this one does it curl right in front of the pylon. Sudfeld in this high-tempo offense of Indiana on a handoff. Here's Coleman looking to cut it back up and in, and Glenn Carson is there to make the stop. Indiana, they need to get that run game going. 8 rushes, a -4. Play action here, Sudfeld. Sudfeld steps up, and the pass intended for Hughes. Coleman, the running back, on 3rd and 10. Sudfeld to the air and nearly caught by Hughes as Adrian Amos is right there. Eric Toth, the punter for Indiana, skies this one, and it is a fair catch at the 44-yard line.
He even tried to get me out on the ice, but I wouldn't go.
Terry Pagula, of course, the owner of the Buffalo Sabres, and Akeel Lynch, the running back for the Penn State Nittany Lions, going straight through the middle, an alum of Penn State. Now the head coach of the Penn State Nittany Lions. Here's Lynch sidestepping, and Lynch is met by T.J. Simmons coming right in, and Hackenberg. The shotgun. Akeel Lynch out of the backfield, and he's going to fire to the near side, and Robinson will make the grab in front of Michael Hunter. Hoosier defense. This is a young Hoosier defense. Part of the reason why they have struggled against the run. Hackenberg fires quickly. Robinson spins away from the would-be tackler down at the 20. Robinson into the end zone for the touchdown. 46 yards.
Made a big play when that offense needed one.
4th touchdown this season, 15th of his career. Sam Ficken is going to launch this one through the end zone.
Well, when they get hot, that quarterback gets hot with those receivers, and they're in rhythm, they're unstoppable.
Sudfeld is 10 for 15, 110 yards with a touchdown and a handoff to Devin Coleman as they try to get that run game going. Changing it up once again. 2nd and 6, Sudfeld with the running back Coleman on a give. Coleman had an opening, and then the ability of Glenn Carson to just come in and take that hole away as he makes a stop along with Mike Hall.
Are you a little bit surprised that Indiana slowed the pace down a little bit this series?
Sudfeld to the air, and that one is caught by Cody Latimer. Big time reception.
That the defense couldn't get to it. Big reception.
26 yards. Sudfeld looks downfield. Sudfeld looking for room. Fires it, and the pass is complete. What a grab by Kofi Hughes. Looks to the sideline. Handoff. Coleman. And stopped by Mike Hall. Mike Hall back. An injured left knee, and then against UCF. Here's Sudfeld to the end zone. Looking around. Sudfeld fires it. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Legal man downfield, maybe?
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 62. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Sudfeld. Coleman in motion. Sudfeld's going to try to run it. Sudfeld reaching out. Has been outstanding. Sudfeld on third down out of the backfield, and Coleman is out of bounds. It's going to be fourth down as Mike Hall. Mitch Ewald. And it's good. And it's 10-7. And the Penn State Nittany Lions will bring it out from the 25. Here's Hackenberg. Hands it off Zach Swinak. And Bobby Richardson. Indiana doing an excellent job. Here's Swinak. And Swinak this time able to bring the pile up close to the first down marker. Penn State 40 yards on the ground, and just reaching over for the first down is the true freshman Christian Hackenberg. A big one for Michigan and the Gophers. And Ann Arbor as Swinak runs off tackle, and Swinak trying to get to the outside, spinning around, and clock ticking away. Play clock at 7. Zach Swinak spinning. Zach Swinak puts his shoulder down, and wrapping him up is Mark Murphy. 26 seconds between plays for the Nittany Lions. Swinak, and he's gonna gobble up a couple of yards. Penn State 6 runs. They have yet to throw it in this series, and the first throw nearly picked off by Tim Bennett. Hackenberg to the air, fires it, and Robinson with a first down. Allen Robinson. Indiana up by a field goal. Hackenberg with time, fires, and nearly picked off again by Bennett. Hackenberg. Hackenberg with plenty of time. Hackenberg fires it, and over top Allen Robinson, and you would figure that they would shadow Allen Robinson. Governor Wilson and Doug Mallory getting together saying, hey, let's simplify things. Let's get a line. Let's go back to the basics. Hackenberg. And this one thrown to Eugene Lewis, but right there is Bennett once again battling for it. Is it an interception for Indiana or a reception for Penn State? And coming out of that pile is Eugene Lewis with a football. Oh, it was right off of Bennett. 42-yard attempt. Perfect snap. And this one is blocked by Indiana. Stephen Houston, the running back. Houston with plenty of room is finally stopped at the 42-yard line. Seth Luttrell, that's exactly what they wanted to do. Get that run game going. They haven't been able to do so up until that play. Sudfeld to the air, and the pass is incomplete. Communicating to the line. Sudfeld on a handoff to Houston. Houston trying to get outside. Houston puts his shoulder down. Houston into Penn State territory. It's 29 yards for Houston.
Miscommunication right there.
north of 40, maybe into 50 to get this game, but maybe it's the conditions. It's 10-7 as Coleman turns it back up and in, is able to grind out a couple of yards. Mike Hull comes in, and Stephen Obing-Ajupong. Schedule. This is the 5th game at home already for them. And the pass is caught by Cody Latimer. It's going to be 1st and 10. Clock is running. Plenty of time for this Indiana offense. Underneath to Houston. Houston gets around to Mike Hull. Houston puts a big shoulder down inside the 15 to the 10-yard line. Penn State trying to get a line. Sudfeld looks to the end zone. Under pressure, fires it over Hughes. Sudfeld under pressure, throws it underneath, and the grab is made by Kofi Hughes. Bolzer, the tight end. Here's the pass intended for Ted Bolzer. An attempt, 1 for 1 on the day. And that one is good. It is 13-7 here at halftime. Getting set for the second half to get underway. Sam Ficken, the kicker for Penn State, and this one sails over the head of Tevin Coleman. Sudfeld is the quarterback, and with the way that he has been playing and the way that the defense has been playing for Indiana, you wonder if we'll see Tre Roberson. Sudfeld quickly now fires it to Cody Latimer. Latimer close to the first down as Mike Hall and Jordan Lucas are there. Into the second play of the second half, and skipping outside is Coleman. Coleman's going to have a first down, and from their own 31, 3 wide receivers. Latimer, Hughes, and Wynn, top of your screen. Ted Bolzer is the tight end, and Coleman the running back. Sudfeld, big right-hander now looking to run, and he is able to pick up a couple as Kyle Ballblatz comes in, and it's a pickup of 3.
They want to make sure they're in the right play.
4 wide receivers now. Sudfeld with a pump fake, now looks underneath, and he hooks up with Coleman. Coleman with a big run into Nittany Lion territory.
Right now, Indiana's doing both.
Penn State having trouble getting lined up. Sudfeld under pressure. Sudfeld gets hammered. Jordan Lucas underneath throw and over Nick Stoner. 3rd and 16 for Sudfeld. Sudfeld firing. Sudfeld throws in the direction of Isaiah Roundtree, and it's going to be 4th and 16. And Kevin Wilson not happy at all as Sudfeld comes over. Eric Toth punting, and this one is going to bounce right into the end zone. He's trying to get on track here. Play action. Hackenberg looks downfield, fires, and the pass is complete to Allen Robinson and to Mark Murphy right there to push him out of bounds. 2nd and 1 and a handoff. Zwinek skips his way inside the 30, and Jakari Alexander is there.
They like the sneak here.
2nd and 1. Zwinek carrying it. Zwinek remains on his feet, lunges forward, and has more than enough for the first down. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Penn State team that has scored 23 points in each of the last 14 games as they remain on the ground, and Flo Hart is there. That's the longest active streak run game. Headed vertical. Under center, Hackenberg with the fullback in, protecting. Hackenberg with time. Flo Harden was pressuring him in 3rd and 6. Hackenberg across the middle and broken up. And a flag is down.
Pass interference. Defense number 22. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
And the drive alive. 1st and 10. Hackenberg to the air. And the pass intended for Allen Robinson, and Tim Bennett has been busy today trying to keep a track of number 8. Hackenberg quickly fires. Robinson remains on his feet, dives forward. And David Cooper is there. This season he has caught the ball for more than 100. Zwinek straight up the gut. And Mark Murphy there. Sun trying to appear. Ooh, what a hit by Tim Bennett, and a pass intended for Richie Anderson. 10th play of the drive coming up, and a handoff. Zach Zwinek puts the shoulders down, and Mark Murphy, 11 tackles already for Mark Murphy. Hackenberg to the end zone, and unable to get Allen Robinson.
Being a corner out here is no place for the timid, I can tell you that.
Here's Hackenberg under pressure. Hackenberg dumps it underneath to Belton. Mangieri was right there, the sophomore from Peoria, at the 26-yard line. Belton, the running back, he stays in to protect. Hackenberg with time, wide open in the end zone. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown in the air, sending it into the end zone over the head of D'Angelo Roberts. The quarterback from the 25. Coleman in motion. Sudfeld underneath Latimer, and Cody Latimer up to the 35, and it's a first down. Sudfeld fires a laser to Stoner, and broken up by Trevor Williams for Sudfeld and the Hoosiers. Penn State by 1, Coleman in motion. Sudfeld with time fires to a wide open tight end in Ted Bolzer.
The dead spot in the seam, and it works.
Sudfeld out of the pocket. Sudfeld on the run. Sudfeld trying to keep Stephen Obingajipong away. Sudfeld, 6'5", 232, sophomore. 3rd career start. On a handoff, Coleman. Coleman into the secondary. Coleman at the 10. Coleman, touchdown, Indiana. What a run by Tevin Coleman. A sophomore from Ohio. Assisted off of the field, and certainly hope the best for him. Going for 2 here. Roberson. Roberson on a keeper. Roberson, 2-point conversion for the Hoosiers. 7:56 remaining. Ewald. And this one into the end zone.
Great, thanks a lot.
Of course, the national champions from a season ago, and Allen Robinson with the reception. At the 36-yard line, Zach Zwinek, the running back. Zwinek takes it, looking for some room, and he is stacked up and stopped. He picks up a yard or 2, and a good job by the front of Indiana. TJ Simmons, a middle linebacker, comes in. Zwinek, 17 carries for 72 yards. Hackenberg. Plenty of time, and trying to hook up with his tight end, Jesse James, and TJ Simmons is there. Cooper there at linebacker now. And Michael Hunter.
Putting pressure on. When they don't get there, the secondary holds up.
Butterworth, the punter, kicking to Shane Wynn. Wynn handling it at the 23. Wynn. It's past the 25 in Toronto, and then went to Buffalo, New York to attend St. Francis. And Tevin Coleman, the running back. The QB. Pass nearly picked off by Stephen Obing-Ajupon. Look at the percentage of Penn State. Sudfeld, the ball's batted in the air, and it's intercepted by Adrian Amos. Amos with the interception after Glenn Carson got a piece of it. Play clock at 4, at 3. Hackenberg to the air. Hackenberg finds Eugene Lewis. Lewis out of bounds after being tackled by Antonio Allen coming over the freshman. Hackenberg on a handoff. Belton. Did Belton get it as Marcus Oliver is right there, the true freshman from Hamilton, Ohio.
And get a yard for this guy.
Belton with the first down to keep the drive alive for the Penn State Nittany Lions. Trying to pick up yards today for Penn State on the ground. Hackenberg all sorts of time and connects with his tight end Kyle Carter. Hackenberg, play action. Hackenberg all sorts of time to the middle of the field, and he overthrows the tight end Kyle Carter. Hackenberg fires, and it's a first down. Allen Robinson with a big catch from the 23-yard line. Hackenberg fires it to Richie Anderson. Anderson sheds a blocker, and Greg Heben comes over, the would-be tackler, and then stays with it from the 11. Belton spinning. Belton down to the 70-yard line. That's Zerby, the fullback. Hackenberg to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, no! As he goes down hard, hitting the turf. The junior out of Michigan, 6'3", 210. Junior, big-time player.
Due to time constraints, we move further ahead in the action.
That's what's making them tough. They keep that running going, have the ability. We know they can throw the ball over the lot. Pick your poison. Which one you try to stop, Penn State?
Bulls are in motion. Sudfeld underneath Cody Latimer. Latimer tripped up by Jordan Lucas. The 9th catch for Latimer for 140 yards.
They've come to that play a number of times. Fire screen.
Handoff. Roberts, a junior from Bloomington North High School. Career high day for Cody Latimer, 9 catches, 140 yards.
Well, I don't know if they call it, but I tell you, Nate Sudfeld, if he would have faked that handoff, he would have tiptoed in the end zone.
Out of the shotgun, 2nd and goal. To the end zone. Pass intended for Latimer. 3rd and goal. And Tre Roberson is in. Remember, successful in the 2-point conversion. Eleventh play of the drive. Roberson close to the goal line. And the officials coming in, and they signal touchdown, Indiana.
On the field was touchdown. That ruling is under further review.
From Ohio.
Hey, just a release.
After further review, the ruling on the field of touchdown stands.
The extra point, good for Mitch Ewald. It is 28-17. 271. Thompson, 412. Ewald sends this one deep into the end zone, and that'll come out.
Not much time to waste. They need a score in this drive.
And flags are down. Bad snap.
Ball start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
The penalty, it's 1st and 15. Hackenberg. Oh, right over that play. Michael Hunter coming in as Eugene Lewis makes the catch. And Hackenberg out of the shotguns. Oh, all sorts of movement. This offense for Penn State rattled here in the 4th.
That is exactly the word I would use. They're rattled.
Ball start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
2nd down and 25 from the 10. Hackenberg out of the pocket. Hackenberg from the end zone fires. It is caught by Allen Robinson, spinning and tackled by Mark Murphy and Tim Bennett, along with Stephen Funderburk. 3rd and 11 from the 24. Hackenberg steps up, in trouble. Hackenberg fires, passes caught by Richie Anderson. What a job by Christian Hackenberg from the 34. Hackenberg, and it's knocked down. Bobby Richardson coming up big. Indiana takes over. The defensive coordinator said we've got to be structurally sound and clean as we need to be, and they've been able to do that here today on a handoff. Coleman is stacked up. Don't overdo it. Want to simplify things and give ourselves a chance, and that is certainly something that they have done here today.
Yeah, the only guy happier right now than Coach Mallory is his dad, Coach Mallory, who was the head coach here, the winningest coach in Indiana history. He's a great defensive coach in his own right. He's back in Miami of Ohio at championship reunion over there now.
Sudfeld with time. Sudfeld out of the pocket. Fires downfield to the end zone. What a catch by Hughes. Kofi Hughes over the shoulder. Hughes with the touchdown. Indiana up 34-17.
And here comes the dagger right here.
10:42 to go in the 4th. And the extra point is good. Hoosiers 35-17 over Penn State. Eugene Lewis fumble, and it's scooped up by Indiana. And guess who? Cody Latimer.
Wow.
A career best day for him, and another big-time play for Latimer.
Well, all of a sudden, you think, come on, defense, you got to hold them strong. Don't let them score, and you get a turnover on the kicking game.
Tre Roberson is the quarterback. Coleman, the running back. Coleman in motion. Robinson off the left tackle, right into the end zone, and the Hoosiers on the board again. Indiana.
The only thing that I think Kevin would say right now is they scored too fast. Take it when you can get it.
Absolutely. 2 touchdowns in the last 12 seconds. 42-17. Think about that defense. A lot of underclassmen on that defense. And you have a sophomore quarterback in Sudfeld. And this one is taken by Bill Belton. And it's going to come out to the 25.
Hit your gap aggressively and tackle. It's that simple. They got it done today.
Coming into this game, Penn State plus 48. As Kyle Carter comes down with it, the tight end, lost 2 Big Ten games. He was 6-2 in Big Ten action. Hackenberg, and with the throw broken up by Mark Murphy. Murphy has led that defense. 3rd and 5 now. Hackenberg, all the time he needs. And he hooks up with the tight end, Carter. Handoff, trying to get some room. Belton, no place to go. Talking to everyone here in Bloomington, just that defense, give themselves a chance. And they've done that and more here today. Tons of pressure on Hackenberg. Wide open is Eugene Lewis. And Geary provides that pressure on the edge. He's got a great motor. Hackenberg under pressure. Hackenberg races out of bounds. They've allowed huge numbers against that triple threat of Navy. Today, 75 yards on the ground for Penn State. On fourth down, Carter has it. Carter into Indiana territory. There is a flag down on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 4. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
But everything that Penn State does, it's got to be in a hurry. Here's Hackenberg. Hackenberg looks to the end zone, fires, and Belton, did he get his feet in? Touchdown! Bill Belton with the touchdown. Field his second receiving touchdown of the season. Ficken, the extra point is good. It's 42-24 with 7:44 remaining here in Bloomington.
Puts those defensive backs, those corners on an island out there. They can't cover them that long.
Onside, as you would expect, and coming up is Cody Latimer, and Latimer recovers it, and Ficken with that onside attempt just really didn't give the Nittany Lions an opportunity. 3 plays to his credit, 2 touchdowns and a 1-point conversion. He is the quarterback. And a handoff. And now, of course, as Coleman runs it, you're going to just run this clock, and they're in a different situation, right?
Yeah, you talked about warp speed. They're going to go turtle speed right now. They're going to take it down, or they should take it down as much as they possibly can. And you know, I would watch some place for Roberson to keep that naked boot, because all of a sudden, Penn State, they've got to stop the running backs.
Well, they may not huddle up, but they're just going to stand up here, and they're going to allow this play clock to go. Coleman in motion. They get it off at 9 seconds as Roberson on the run. Coleman's run for 18 times for 86 yards. It's a pickup of 3 yards.
Well, they've gone to that play that you saw right there a number of times. It scored twice. You know, they get that look, and they motion the back out of the backfield, and Tre's a good runner in his own right. He's going to protect the football.
It is 3rd and 6 now. Roberson just using that clock as they look over patiently to the sideline. And Roberson out of the shotgun. He's got Coleman there on 3rd and 6. And once again, looking over, looking at that play clock. And a timeout taken by Indiana with 6:20 to go. And we talked at the top of the show about bowl expectations this year, as Robert Roberson gets hit hard by Glenn Carson. With 5:59 to go, play clock down to 7, 6, 5. Clock, of course, not moving. And a delay a game, and now the clock moving. So it's now 4th and 8. Eric Toth to punt it. And this one is going to take an Indiana bounce as they do an excellent job of pinning him back. Alexander right there. Hackenberg. Ball pops away. Safety. Nick Mangieri. Sam Ficken will boot it back to Shane Wynn at the 30, Wynn 35, and brought down at the 38-yard line. Because a lot of times when you look at those, you just say, all right, we don't have the players and or the scheme.
Ball starts. Offense number 88. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
See the play clock down to 4. Roberson fires it to the near side. Coleman explodes past the 40, staying in bounds. And now finally brought down. 3:50 now to go. Up by 20. Roberson staying on his feet. Roberson now goes down. Back at the 45.
Wouldn't be a bit surprised if they, went with a draw play or just a straight drive to the running back right now. Try to split him.
Roberson in for Sudfeld, who is 23 of 38. 1 interception, 2 touchdowns, 321 yards through the air. Roberson on a handoff up to the 50. Great job by Kevin Wilson with his defense and his special teams here on this day straight away. Downhill running with Stephen Houston, and now just working that clock. And then the players executing it here on this Saturday. And Toph, that one bounces into the end zone. Stoner unable to stop it. Hackenberg makes a throw. It's incomplete.
I've been hearing that over the years.
Well, as Kevin Wilson said, hey, look, they're not all on us. In the air, and that one broken up.
Ball gets wet. Fishers normally do a great job of keeping a dry ball out there.
Hackenberg dumps it underneath Belton. Tries to get some room, spins away. Belton near a first down, and it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down, and now the pile being pushed back. And throughout the course of the season, Coach, you and I were talking about this before. It's 4th down, trying to go for it here, of course, and is he able to get it? And it's going to be Indiana as that defense comes up with a big stop. But that Big Ten schedule doesn't get any easier, and Tre Roberson comes in, takes a knee, big run plays, and that then opened up everything else. Special teams play and the defense being consistent throughout the course of this game, Coach.
I'd have to say, first of all, really appreciative of that Indiana staff. They spent an inordinate amount of time with us the other day explaining exactly where they were right now.
A huge victory for Kevin Wilson, the head coach of Indiana, in his 3rd season here at the helm of this program. The first ever win against the Penn State Nittany Lions. Indiana defeats Penn State at home. Their first Big Ten opening win since 2000 against Iowa.
Thanks for watching Indiana Football Classics. Be sure to check your local listings for future episodes.